All right, welcome on in, everyone. It's Friday, yay! And that means it's Tech Friday right here on twitch.tv/DC Lasair. Also on YouTube and Moonbeam, so you can check me out on any of those platforms. Hey, cat, you want me to pet you, or what you doing? We may have more kitty time, so hold on. This could be important. He comes over here. Hi, Hannah. Thank you. Where are you going? Oh, no. He's done with me. All right. So, Nix, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. And also for putting this in the package. This is way cool. I love this. And from Phoenix Path, got this bracelet. Is amazing. Love them both. Hello, Tom. Welcome on in. All right. So, I'm DC. You can find all my stuff, dclasair.com, or follow me on BlueSky. And that is powered by Doris, a new link in bio site. You can find out about them there. I'm an affiliate, so use my affiliate code. And if you want to go beyond the free tier and sign up for Doris Pro, use the discount code DCLasair to get 3% off for 3 months, and I do get a little bit of that subscription back. So, yay! All right, today is Tech Friday. Yay! We'll be talking about BlueSky and some Meld, the new GM screen I got, which is over there. I could have prepped that a little more, but I didn't. Oh well. And other things, too. Got quite a bit to talk about today. But let's start with BlueSky adding video. All right, let's go over to the... This is going to look weird for a moment. Boop, because that window is going to be up. Boop. So, BlueSky added video. Video feeds. Where's my... I had a neat zoom thing. I don't know where that went. We'll use the magnifying glass. So, if you're on BlueSky, you go over to where it says feeds, click on that, and then you'll see I have video already here. But if you don't see it, it could appear for you down in your list, or just I had to type in video here to search for it, and it came right up. And as you can see right up here, video. Ooh. Videos. I don't know what all that content is, so I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. But yeah. And how to make content for those videos? Well, that's easy. We've talked about the ATOM vertical stream plugin for OBS. You need that link. This will start the download automatically, so just be aware of that. There's the direct link to start downloading the program. It's a plugin to OBS. And then once you have that up, go back to the demo window. Yay, look at this. Use that, bring that up. So you have, this is the window. Oh, I'm going to shrink that in the background. Okay, so this here is the window you see for your vertical screens. So and if you want to just record video, you can, using this little red button right down here. Right down here, and it'll just record your vertical canvas. And to do that, you can say where you want it, where you want those videos to go on your hard drive by clicking the gear icon here. And then I have to move this over. Then you'll get options. Pick recording. You can pick your bit rate and stuff, but find your recording path. Mine just goes to OBS/vertical recordings. I know. Clever name, right? And yeah, when you're ready to record your vertical, hit the record button and then do the uploading thing. Maybe after some editing too, but yeah, it's that easy. So, wanted to point that out first. I don't know how many people are actually using the video, but it's a good alternative to, you know, other platforms that may do vertical video. Should they disappear. All right, what else we got on the list today? Next up, yeah, let's talk about Meld. Meld is a competitor to OBS. It's a little easier to use. It's still kind of beta-ish. Um, there are some features missing that I would like. Let me power it up here a second. Gonna be showing off a lot today, so I didn't want to overtax anything on my system. So I'm just powering things on as I need them. And so let's go back. Beep. And let me give you a better window here. One moment. Better window incoming. Better window incoming. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Look at me increasing size of things so you can see it, everything. I'm magic. All right, so let's fit to screen. All right, so here's Meld, and the Amuse plugin just isn't recognizing this. So you can do one of the things they added right up top here is in their file menu. Let's is that you can import your OBS session. And so I did that. And as you can see, my camera is being used by my other thing. So I'm not seeing it. Let me turn that back on. Boop. Hey, here I am. How y'all doing? And as you can see, it's just populated everything. Here's all my scenes, my start, game screen, demo window, which you're seeing right now. And there's still some things I have to correct on it, like, this up here. But yeah, that was a cool feature. They did a bunch of other things. And finally, you can do nested scenes, which is amazing. We've talked about using nested scenes. In fact, just I think it was last week, might have been 2 weeks ago, talked about having your audio sources as a nested scene. And for this, all you do is, I believe it's a right click, and you duplicate. And then you can have a, oh, I'm sorry. I wanted, let's get rid of that. No, let's get rid of this one. The problem I'm having with Meld is that it's not obeying the delete thing. Like I click on it and nothing happens. But you can duplicate the scene for nested scenes, which is amazing. Love that. Oh, right. duplicator, and then this window pops up. So you want to hit plus here, and then duplicator, and then you can pick your scene to duplicate, and then it'll be nested within your window. I was going to use Meld, but the delete thing not working, just kind of like I'm clicking delete layer, and it took a while, and sometimes it just hangs up and doesn't work at all. Like that background's still there. I wanted to get rid of this. Okay, that part worked. Yay. But sometimes I clicking that. Okay, so it's working a little better right now. But I was having issues with it earlier on. So just be aware if you do use Meld, there seemed to be a little issue of being able to delete things right away. So, hey, Brian, when's the part that Spock gently touches our face? Mind melding is great. So yeah, this is Meld. I may, if it's working fine, I'll probably do a stream next week, Tech Friday, with it up. But like I said, without being able to delete things almost instantly, it would just been no go. And then I was also trying to figure out, I go back to host, how to make, how to get it so I could have, like my fan graphic here, how I can make it appear like I do on my normal screen. So having an individual an individual transition for an item that I couldn't find. I don't remember if it's just not there yet or whatnot. The other neat thing they have though is, and I have to move myself so you can all see this, is that they automatically have included multiple outputs to stream. So you can multi-stream using Meld with no other plugins or anything if you have the bandwidth to do it. So as you can see, I had be streaming to Twitch. If I hit the go live button, and I got YouTube set up to go. And as soon as you hit go live, unlike the Atom multi-stream plugin, it goes live to every sources on its own. And they have a virtual camera too now. So those are cool. How is Meld feeling? They made some really good strides forward. Like I said, just for some reason I was having trouble deleting things, and I don't know how to get that to fade on how I want it to. I just there's stretch, there's fit, but there's no way to there's fill mode, but that isn't quite do it. There's a bunch of presets to make it different colors. I can change the width and things like that, but it's still not okay. Just make it so it fades in like I like. Barring that, and again, changing windows is real simple, or the size of things. You can click this gear, this thing here, and then you get, this is like hitting the Alt key in OBS, and you can either click done, reset, or cancel. And if you just want to resize it, here's the dialog. You can even curve it around if you want. So yeah, it's still solid. There's still some things missing that keep me from just going with it because I think it's a good platform overall. But yeah, they're doing good. They're making strides, and their Discord community is pretty nice too. So it's always good to kind of have a community around. Yes, they do have a Stream Deck plugin and a Streamer Bot integration. So yay! Yeah, if you want to check out one of the past Tech Fridays, I do mention the Stream Deck plugin, and one of the team members of Meld was in chat. All right, where did all my windows go? There they are. All right, so we covered that. And let's talk about SiriBot, because I believe it's just GoodBot, right? Yeah, SiriBot. I use SiriBot to keep my stream safe, and they added a feature within the past week or two to remove bot follows automatically. So there's the info on that. You do have to go into the SiriBot Twitch channel to activate it, but it's no problem. You just give it a couple commands. You might have to give it access again, but it'll guide you through if you do. And yeah, that's pretty great. There's just 2 commands to it, and it's really excellent. SiriBot keeps yourself your stream safe. It's very good. Speaking of bots, it's a good time to go over. I've talked about this creator before named Nutty, and he does a bunch of tutorial videos on OBS, and he does a lot with StreamerBot, which StreamerBot powers this stream along with caffeine. And he has made a StreamerBot starter pack. So if you don't want to get into all the coding of StreamerBot, he's made it so you have some very useful commands just to get the bot rolling. So you can do like set title, set game, shout outs, lurks, times, up times, count age, follow age. Can even translate as a thing for a clip, flip a coin, give a fortune, and then you can get various notifications from it too. So if you're just getting started with StreamerBot, you might want to check that out and import these actions into it. And there's a video there too, if you need help with any of that. So I thought that was kind of cool. See, what else do we have here? There's that. Now, actually, before we get to that, let's talk about moving into cell phone territory. Samsung had their Unpacked event, and it was for the Galaxy S25. So if you like Samsung Galaxy phones, there's a whole bunch of info waiting for you over at Engadget. It's right there covering the Galaxy S25 Ultra and everything else. You know, your big expensive phone that has a price tag of $1,300. Yeah, no. Then the S25 is $800, and the S25 Plus is $1,000. They have some AI trash we don't need to talk about. but they do have updates to all their things. So if you're in the Samsung universe, yeah, check it out. Nice looking phone. Good update, but very expensive. All right, now, if you remember in the way before times, there were services like TeamSpeak and Ventrilo. So you could talk to your friends online. This was before Discord. And TeamSpeak has made a comeback. They're trying to be more Discord like in their usage. My understanding is you need a server to use it, or there's virtual servers available, which is extra cost. I wasn't clear if they had their own cloud server or you could just join someone's server. I wasn't sure how that all was supposed to work. But yeah, TeamSpeak's back. And does a lot of stuff. So if any of those features look cool to you, give it a go. I'm just not sure on how the server part works. They do offer places where you can get cloud server space if you don't want to build your own server. Things like that. It didn't sound like that TeamSpeak would provide you with a server, but that got me through playing Civ Heroes with friends way back in the day. Same. Like every game I played was through TeamSpeak. I think we briefly tried Ventrilo, didn't like it, and then we switched to TeamSpeak. But yeah, TeamSpeak's back. So I wanted to try. I just wasn't clear on all the server stuff that needed to be done for it. So yeah, you can download it from the website, or you can do a download from the Microsoft Store. And talk to your friends if you don't want to use Discord or whatever. I mean, they have some neat options, I have to say. In their overview here, they give you an in-game overlay. There's an SDK available. There's a mobile app. Unlimited file transfer, individual volume control, gamepad and joystick hotkey support, all these things. So yeah, if you want to give it a go, and you know what you're doing with it server-wise, well, there you go. There's a link. Yay! All right, what time we got? Okay. So, next topic will be going on to. I have mentioned throughout this week that I'm going to be running games on Start Playing relatively soon. I'm waiting till I have access to the new monster manual, just so I don't have, if I have new players, I don't have to adjust anything. So the new monster manual, if you have access on D&D Beyond, you'll get that in a few weeks before the physical copies come out. And I've been working on how to organize all these games. Now, these are just for, I want to do at least 3 D&D games. And the idea is they're going to be semi-related in a way that they'll have one job board to choose from. And so each of the 3 games will choose a job off the job board, and then we'll go from there. And then I'll keep refreshing the job board with new jobs. Everything. I made a little graphic in Canva and I can attach that to the job board listing. And let me just make sure you can all see it real quick before we get further on in. Right. Hide these bits. Nope, that's not what I want. By the way, OBS did update to 31.0.1 for me today. And it's a lot of bug fixes. I don't know if there's any like new really standout features, but a lot of cool fixes. Bound scaling. All right. Just setting up the screen a second here. Self over here. Alrighty, let's do this thing. So here is my job board I made in Legend Keeper. Right? So you have there's this option in Legend Keeper to make whiteboard. So this is the whiteboard space and the whiteboard control panel and all that. And then there's this job board. And for each job, there is a separate, these are pages on the far left here. And so each job, I start off, I wrote up the dialogue. So like just Swamp Things, Leak Water is having its Northern Run supply wagon smashed to pieces. Trail leaves around the edge of Plunder Swamp. Survivor attacks, you know. And then I have Mr. Ellery Cobb, merchant of Cobb's Cobbles, describe weird plants opening their carts. Job point. And oh, if you're looking at this DM area, you can set areas in Legend Keeper to private or secret. And so when the public thing goes out, they don't see the DM area at all. And so this is where all my notes are going to be so I can keep track of it and things like that. Eventually, I'll have the NPCs for everybody here. And so what you do is you make up your graphic. And what is it? It's this one. And then I zoom in on it because you can change the image or you can reposition it. And so you just drag this. Oh, I'm covering some of that, aren't I? Hold on. Boom me down here. So you can either drag it around to reposition or this little scroll bar on the side can use. So I just, what I do is after I write this, I go to my template that I've made in Canva of this scroll colored background. I paste this onto here so it's in this font. And then I tell Legend Keeper to add this image to this page. And then when I put it in the job board, that's what you see here. And then if I go to share, copy the link. And one moment while I... So then what my players will see when I give them the link is this games directory, and they can click on job board or NPCs. And oops, that's interfering with my clicking. As you can see, so if they click on job board, here's the jobs. Notice over on the left, there is no DM area available. And then if they just click, it pops out. And here's what the job is. So we have just Swamp Things, the Broken Circle. They can click X or click this a couple times to get rid of it. They can make it go full page if they want. And the pie is missing. So yeah, that is my plan. And then I will, this will have more jobs as I think of them and go forward with the quest. I hope to have at least a couple more down before I start. So 3 groups, five jobs to choose from. That'll be fun. The plan is they're all solving supernatural mystery things in Faerun. Because I'm going to start off with D&D games. I do want to do a couple other games as well, but this was going to be the big organization job. So that's one part of my organization is using Legend Keeper to make a whiteboard and keep track of quests like that. And then I'm going to make a separate Discord so we can just all... Oops, I hit my mic. Sorry about that. We can all chat in a Discord, and it's just dedicated to the games. They don't have to see the other stuff in my other Discord. They're just game focused. All right. And then for my home game, which I'm running tomorrow, I got in the Ultimate Game Master screen, which I backed last year, and it finally shipped out. So yay. And yeah, I have it, so I'm going to go grab that and show it off real quick. And all of the accessories I got with it because of being a backer and things like that. Backer rewards. So this here is the box it came in. The accessories were all separate. And now a word from our chair overlord, right? And this had a cover over it saying the ultimate GM screen and stuff, but I don't need that, so I tossed it. But yeah, big box. And then sorry, I have accessories organized on top of it because they're magnetic. Here's the screen. This is just a magnetic thing that keeps it looking nice and sharp, and you just pull it off. And then I got some paper in here, so let me take that out. And I chose to get the vertical layout because I like having full pages, but it's this big. More panels. We can set up however you want. These are all magnetic, so I have one of the things I got was this pouch that I could put pencils or dice in or whatever, and it just sticks right on. There's also these, which this is 2. These are just meant to hold papers up. You go right on there. I also got some tracking cards so that character and monster tracker cards so that I can put them up here. I can stick them here or on the other side, which is also magnetic, and then I can keep track of initiative that way as well. But what I really wanted to do was have some notes on here, like you see on DMs, usually on GM DM screens. And so they did offer this. Unfortunately, their Kickstarter was well before the announcement of 2024 rules, so this is for 2014 stuff. But some of these should still be useful, and they are little magnetic things that you just stick wherever you want to the screen. Like this one is lodging, and you just put them wherever you want. So the actions in combat and the condition things I can't really use anymore, but some of the other things I'll look at and determine, like what bonuses you get for cover. And it's just a little magnetic back, so you can really have organize it how you want it. There are also these character cards, so you can have details on one side, then picture on the other, and I believe you just use dry erase markers on these, so you can reuse them. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I might use some of these, but I did want 2024 rules on my thing, on my screen. So I found someone made a 3-page DM screen, and they have a variety of ways you can download it. It's on this Reddit thread, and you'll see a link to a Google Drive where you can get it in portrait mode, landscape mode. I think A4 was the other one. And I printed it out, and I put them on, and there is so much information on these that on a regular, I use resume paper to print these out, but on a regular piece of paper like this, it's too small for me to read. It's just packed with info. So what I did was I went through the player's handbook, or I opened up what's that thing called? I opened up the snipping tool that comes in with Windows 11, and I went to the PDFs or the PNGs that the person created for the DM screen, and I just cut out what I needed, and then in Canva I pasted together these things. So the conditions one, I cut out their conditions, and I just made it one full page. So I have that. And then I wanted what you can do with actions and mastery properties. And then I have some other things here. So the action chart on top is from the player's handbook itself. And then this is their mastery properties thing. And then, a couple other things like cover explained down here, vision right down here. And this is a lot easier for me to read because I didn't need everything that they packed into their file, which it's gorgeous, and it's amazing that they took time to do that. And I wouldn't have these without it. Then I wanted tool proficiency table, and then I just add some other tables down here to make it look nice. And so I have 3 pages, so 3 of my 4 panels. I just stick magnets onto these and hold them in place. And then on the 4th panel, I can stick, that pencil case I showed. Or we have a phone holder. I can put my phone on this. There is a window power toy that lets you nab text from a screenshot. Yeah, text extractor, yes. And you can also do that with the snipping tool that comes in Windows 11. And I found that out because power toy people say, "Yeah, try this before you try," because there's some issue with text extractor or something. But if you go into the Windows 11 snipping tool, let me pull that up here. Snipping tool. As long as you're using the newer snipping tool, is probably in Windows 10 as well. But yeah, let's see here. Video mode. All right, let's decrease it so y'all can see it. Oh, you know what? I will make this bigger so we can actually show an example. Then in begin. And so, I have an easier way to do all this I'm doing. Hold on one moment, please, while I. Yeah, they added an OCR button at the bottom now. Yeah. Here we go. Open file location, please. Open with snipping tool. There we go. All right, gotta move my mouse over. Click that. Go back here. So here's the conditions page I made. There. And then you see this bubble right here up at the top. Text actions. Click that. And notice how it's just now picked out all the text. And I can copy all the text. Doesn't pick out the lines or anything, but everything that's text, it has highlighted. And you can do that. And you can do a quick redirect of emails, phone addresses. So yeah, you just want to do that. Yeah. And this is a PNG, by the way. So you can do it with PNGs or other files. Yeah, let me take care of some of these things a moment. So I'm going to be using this screen tomorrow. My home game. Excited to try it out. Just tried it. Works really well on the one skeet I tested on. Did not know that was native to the clipping too. Yeah, no problem. So once I try this tomorrow, I can add it to my DM tool list of things I bring. It is. There's some weight to it, but this might be for. This might be for home games. I don't know if I want to travel with it because I do have a lighter DM screen. But the ability to just have my notes and be able to paste them up, with magnets is amazing. So that might be a reason to carry the weight of this because I can just change whatever I want. All I gotta do is print out whatever paper I need. If I'm not running D&D, and I can just have the notes I want up pasted up there. Reorganize a second. Oh, I got this small pouch too. Just an extra that tablet holder. The only thing is storing the Tetris I did to fit all these things on here because the front cover is magnetized. So I don't know how well this will show up. You know. Oh, I had I had the pocket on backwards. That's why it was falling. Um, but yeah, there we go. Once they fulfill all their Kickstarter orders, which has been a journey, they do that. They're going to, sorry, once all the Kickstarters are finally fulfilled, they're going to open up a shop where you can get things there. So they have it's just going to be the ultimate gamemaster.com. And you can sign up for when they go live for it. But yeah, when Cypher of Tyr mentions not wanting to do a Kickstarter again, I'm in their group on Discord and following along and just seeing the comments people leave because of various delays they had no real control over and adjustments they made, things like that. Yeah, I can totally see why you wouldn't want to do another Kickstarter, but yeah, I was pretty happy with them and the company overall. They provided nice updates when they could, and finally everything came in, and they could assemble all the orders for everybody. So yeah, what's this? Oh, I've been waiting years for this chaos now, and it's rough. Yeah, yeah. I've had a couple Kickstarters that just didn't happen, and I'm like, welp. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm clicking around, trying to see what. All right. So yeah. Oh, we're almost at break time. So perfect because that gets through all of the regular topics today. So when we come back from break, we'll do the usual talk about TTRPG news and other tech news and whatever else you want to talk about. That'll be fine. I'll probably talk more about anime a little bit too. Which reminds me, I should look up what I just started watching anime-wise. All right, so let's take the break now and get it out of the way. And I will run some ads. You'll see some videos and all that. Hey, welcome on in. Arrived in time for a break. Yeah. I was just mentioning going over. I got my Ultimate GM screen, and I'm following along the Facebook their Facebook group for their Kickstarter, and it finally produced, and then I can see why you talk about not wanting to do another Kickstarter because of the comments in their groups on their Kickstarter and in their Facebook group. Yeah, holy cow. So yeah, we're gonna go on break. When we come back, it'll be relax time, ease into our weekends. We're gonna talk about. Oh, I left the group chat. Someone tried to drag me into about this chaos. Yeah. Good plan. So when we come back, we'll talk about TTRPG news, any other tech news that's available, and I want to talk about some anime. So yay, things like that. So 5 minutes, stretch, take a break, snacks. Gonna run some ads to keep the pre-rolls away, and be right back when I hit the button. Hitting the button. And welcome back, everybody. That last clip was from when Baldur's Gate 3 was back in its beta days. So yeah. Every time with this clip, I look over too late to see what happened. Hey, JD Lady, welcome on in. Thanks for the work, lurk. Yeah, so that you can... that was in the very first area, because it was... That was... Yeah, that was early beta. And yeah, that if they didn't make the nature check crossing the log, it fell. And so, or the survival check, whatever it was. All right. So let me check over on Moonbeam, see how we're doing over there real quick. Looks like I'm still going. Or maybe... Oh, yes, I'm still going. Yay, okay. So, now we relax into our weekend. I keep the music on low. And we just look at up news things and all that stuff. So, first up, any tech news. And if you have any tech news you want to talk about, by all means, put it in chat or let me know about it. If there's something this week that you're like, ooh, this was cool. I want to know about it. Let's see here. Nothing new. Oh! One thing we do need to talk about that I wanted to mention at the top, but it left my brain. If you subscribe to Crunchyroll, change your password. They had a breach. I haven't found any article on it. But yeah, go to Crunchyroll, change your password. And the only way to change your password, unless they fixed it between now and then, is to say forgot password. Because if you go to the change password thing in the account, it'll keep saying that doesn't work. So you have to go into the login space, put in your email, and click the forgot password button and reset your password that way. And thanks to Brian for pointing all that out. I haven't seen any article on it yet as to what exactly happened, other than it's happened. So please reset your password on Crunchyroll if you use Crunchyroll. Let's see. All right. So I mentioned the Samsung thing. Already. Not seeing much there to talk about either. At the point, the Crunchyroll thing could have just been a massive hoax to make people pay. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't seen any other articles on it on, like, here's what we know or anything like that. Okay, here's something neat that we'll see in the future. This is on Tech Radar. Canon reveals the world's first 410 megapixel sensor with a staggering 24K resolution and virtually infinite cropping potential. So it's a chip coming to things, but that's really powerful. So it says here in the article, 24K is 12 times the resolution of 8K. Geez, that's massive. Yeah, and hey, Dire Anvil, welcome on in. Yeah, it just flattened out. It just smashed through every other. Still saving for an R5, yeah. Just smashed through any other pixel records. Yeah, probably. It is definitely. Let's hear it in this article. Canon has positioned this lens for surveillance, medicine, and industry applications, for which the capacity to heavily crop into highly detailed images is paramount. So, consumer tech might not see this, but they made it. Enhance, exactly. You can actually enhance and have it do something. But I can imagine there'll be variations of this, making it into the consumer grade, like a consumer grade chip, probably coming up in the not too distant future. But yeah, according to the article, that's a resolution of 1.64 gigapixels. But as the article points out, but whether or not there are necessary lenses with the optical quality to fully support this potential is another matter. But yeah, so we're unlikely to see it in a thing. But I can imagine a variation of this technology working its way into consumer things down the road. Or at least some of the enhancements that this chip makes, they go, oh, that's a good idea. And, find ways to put it into stuff more or less we're going to be using. But yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, what else we got here? Okay, we talked about the Galaxy S25 already and how expensive it's going to be. All right. Let's move on to TTRPG stuff and things. Again, this is free time, so if you do have any questions for me on streaming or producing, anything like that, now's the time to ask. And even though I'm on different topics, I'm not afraid to leap down other rabbit holes for things. We will open some of our news sites here. What is this? Let's see here. D&D up on their YouTube is another couple of videos regarding the upcoming monster manual. So if you want to see that, there is. I think one was about aberrations, and then the other one involved oozes. And yeah, they're both pretty good. So check those out. One of the videos was on the Feywild. That's right. Or sorry, on the Fey creatures. Okay, I wanted to quickly read this. Okay. All right, nothing there. Oh, right. Here we go. There were new Monster Manual minis released, or announcements of them. They did also announce, which doesn't seem to be in this article, but this was from last week Saturday. They did also announce Baldur's Gate 3 pre-painted minis, which will have like Karlach, Withers. I can't remember all of them. Let's see here if we can just get. You have those. Excellent. Very cute and tiny. Yeah. So yeah, Will, Shadowheart, Asterion, Karlach, Gale, Lae'zel, and Withers. And they're available for pre-order. It failed in your influencer penance. So here is the pre-order page. So the character box set is $40, or you can get the brick of minis, the 8-count booster brick for $200. Now that that's 8 separate boxes in one thing, so you're not paying $200 for just one little box of minis. But yeah, so you can get the whole brick, or you can just get the the characters. Oh, cool. They have up for pre-order D&D Book Tabs 2024 Monster Manual. Those could be useful. Those are cool. Yeah, looking forward to getting the Monster Manual. Well, I mean, I'll get the D&D Beyond thing, but the Innistrad is officially out, but no Commander decks. Oh. Okay, WizKids. This is just too adorable not to share. It's expensive, but... So, they have a Critical Role's Critter of Exandria baby trinket life-sized figure for $130. Available for pre-order. It's adorable. But it's also $130. Yeah. Oh, hey, that's cool. They're still doing, WizKids is still doing their Warlock Tiles thing. They have a couple new expansions available for pre-order. That's neat. All right, I'll stare at WizKids stuff all day, so gotta keep moving. Let's see here. Demiplane had a couple new Nexuses announced. I know they're having one for Cyberpunk. And then they announced another one. I can't think of what it was for, though. I'll go look and see if I can find it. Oh, it was for the Modifius's Fallout RPG. So, yeah. Those are upcoming. Alright. Articles here, not seeing too much. And of course, when the new Gundam minis come out, you bet I'll be talking about those. And scrambling for every penny I can. Let's see here. All right. So I did want to talk about anime. I'm, thanks to Springleaf, I am slowly going through the G Gundam series, which is just silly. Oh, but I found this anime. It was a mecha anime. And it starts off heavy, but it's quickly comedy, and there's definitely a queer romance going on in it. It came out last year, apparently. It's called Brave Bang Braverin. And you have to watch the... If you check it out, you have to watch the in-credit scene because it's amazing. The two main characters are actually singing the song. It's fantastic. But yes, this is... It starts off as like war and kind of serious and things happening, and then things happen and it goes in, and then some of the comedy starts hitting. It's very funny. Again, there is a slight content warning because, as in all anime, there's like that one scene in a particular episode that makes you uncomfortable. Like I just watched all of Dan to Dan, but there's still that scene that makes me uncomfortable. But the rest of it's fine, right? So far there's only been one in Brave Bang Bravern. That's a mouthful to say. It's on Crunchyroll. The animation's really good. And it's very funny. It's going for that mix of serious and humor. And I think because of the over-the-top nature of some of the jokes they're going for, it really kind of balances out the darkness of, you know, fighting and war and things like that. But I'm 4 episodes in. It's only 12 episodes, so getting through it. But yeah, and you know, it involves mech suits, so how could I not watch it? I also discovered while I was looking for anime yesterday that Hulu has a lot of the Macross series in it, and some I haven't seen before. But they do have the Macross Plus, and they have the movie and the OVA, which is just excellent. It's one of my favorite Macross things. So if you haven't seen Macross Plus yet, there's Macross Plus, and then there's what they call a movie edition. They just got added to Hulu not that long ago, actually, according to what I'm reading here. So yeah, if you're looking for some Macross stuff, and you have a Hulu account, check that out. There's a couple of Macross things I just don't like because I just didn't jive with them at all. And there's a few other series I've never seen before, so I would like to check them out. But Macross Plus is one of my favorites. And if you haven't seen it yet, give it a go. And yeah, Brave Bang Braver. It's good. Real good. Alright, so that's what I'm doing for anime right now. I'll probably get into another Gundam series once I get through more of G Gundam. I hear Iron Blooded Orphans is pretty good. So I might go into that. Next, as I await some of the more recent Space Battleship Yamato stuff to come over and get onto Crunchyroll or wherever it's going to wind up. Witch of Mercury was good too. Yeah, Witch of Mercury was one of my favorites. I really liked it. that, and I saw that I just recently completed the first series of Gundam Seed, and that was really good. And yeah, so I both really like those. And if you're new to Gundam, Witch of Mercury, do you great. But if you want kind of the what all the elements of Gundam throughout the years, check out Gundam Seed, and that first series will clue you into every little thing that happens in Gundam animes, or tends to happen. Got both season 1, season 2 Barbados figures in my garage. No time to build them yet or finish. Yeah, yeah. Time is key. Yeah, and they did. I saw on YouTube someone had a look at the one of the newer Gundam models coming up with Gundam GQ. Again, that's what we officially call the new Gundam. I know there's more letters, but thanks to Springleaf, it's Gundam GQ. That's just what we call it. And the new model for Gundam GQ looks really cool. The video calls it the new breed of Gundam model kit. It's a high grade kit, but if you want to check it out, there you go. It's a great looking model for Gundam GQ. And hopefully I can get it in at a local store at some point. Because that looks like a neat build. Let's see, what else we got today? Just look for something else to talk about. And here's Brian's post about the Baldur's Gate 3 minis. Looks like a real good set. So on the picture Urban Bohemian has of Lae'zel, and it's just a thing of packaging, but has her sword up like this, right? And there's a little plastic looking bubble on the other side of the sword, so it looks almost like a golf club, and that amuses me greatly. Like she's about to smash a golf ball into oblivion. right. Let's see. Oh, so going back to running games on Start Playing relatively soonish. Tools I'll be using are Legend Keeper, as I showed off earlier in the stream. The D&D Beyond thing, so I have a campaign for those games. And I'll probably be using D&D Beyond maps. And Discord, as well as, all the things Start Playing offers. But yeah, so that's the idea. Those are the things, and I think I figured out how I want to organize all that. The thing I like about D&D Beyond maps is that they recently added the ability to, run encounters on a map. And so I can have a bunch of people in one campaign, and then on that map I can go, okay, these are the people in this game, and then here's the monster they face. Highlight the box, and I'll go, okay, this fight will be, in the high difficulty or low difficulty or whatever for these characters. Then I can make another map with, another set of characters, do the same thing. Yeah, that should make my job easier, keeping track of combat things. And once the Ultimate GM screen goes through its test tomorrow, I'll let you all know how I liked that. Oh, did I share the Legend Keeper website? I don't remember if I did or not, but let's give that a shout out. This is where I tend to do all my world building things. And then if I'm running a show, that's where my Notion templates come in. And, oh, did I update those links? I don't remember if I updated the links in the command, but if you do want to see my TTRPG Notion templates, let me get a link. They are attached to my pin post on BlueSky. So if you take a look at my pin post, and it's the first reply to my pin post, and those are all the current links to all of my Notion TTRPG templates. And for the production templates that take you from pre-production to post-production, I have made videos for all of those. There's written instructions as well, and all the videos are on my YouTube, so it's just links to YouTube videos. So hopefully what I was thinking and how to use it makes sense. If not, just send me a message, and if you like them, send me a message. Either way, talk to me. I need friends. All right, so yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to starting to start playing games soon. Still nervous about it, but a little less nervous than I was a couple days ago. And then figuring out when to run 3 games. Yeah. Scheduling's a thing, y'all. Oh, and if you have never seen Start Playing before, here's the website. Startplaying.games. Where you can set up to run any TTRPG. I'm having life get in the way of my long-running campaign, and as the DM, that just cuts deep every time, right? Like, yeah, I play, or I run a game every other Saturday, and then I'll be playing in a game that my friend's running, but that'll be on Thursdays, like every other Thursday. So there's those two, and then plus the 3. But luckily I'm, combining some information, so it's not... Yeah, it's a little more manageable. That I'm using some of the same info and they're kind of playing in the same multiverse things. But on occasion, I do want to run a small campaign of other TTRPGs because I have a bunch of them over there. And so once I get into the swing of thing, maybe once every couple months, I'll put those up as well. If you want to try out a RPG you may not play very often. I mean, keeping one rule set in your head is work enough, but... Alright, just doing a quick double check, making sure didn't miss any announcements from the usual suspects. Alright, nothing new there. Anything new here? Nope. Alright, nothing we haven't covered already. Yeah. Haven't seen any announcements from... Where yet? Yeah, nothing we haven't covered in the CES 2025 things. Alright. So, yeah, let's wrap up here. Unless there's any other questions, by all means, I have time today. As upcoming schedule, next week should be a normal week. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, video games. Wednesday, Gunpla. Friday, Tech Friday. And in 2 weeks, on February 7th, do I have that right? Yes, February 7th. So there'll be a Tech Friday, January 31st. Then February 7th, not only will I have one Urban Bohemian on, we're also going to celebrate my 2 years of doing Tech Fridays. Because I looked at YouTube, and the earliest video I could find of me doing a Tech Friday was February 6th of 2023. And I know I've been talking about tech more than that, and I don't really remember when I started Tech Friday and put it on YouTube, but we're just going with the YouTube date to have an excuse to throw confetti on the screen and, you know, eat a cookie. So come by February 7th for that. It'll be fun. We have a topic. We're preparing links. Doing all the things. So come by for that. That'll be a lot of fun. And let's refresh. See if we can throw a raid over to anybody. If anybody I know is on. Oh, Val's on. We can go raid 1 Space Valkyries. Alright, so thank you all for being here. Really appreciate you taking the time to come in and hear me talk about all the tech things I found, and hopefully it's useful. And appreciate you coming back. And I always try to put up a Tech Friday on YouTube after my words just went on my head. I always try to put up an edited version of this Tech Friday on YouTube, lightly edited. So you can look for that, or you can watch the whole thing right now here on Twitch or over on YouTube under the live streams playlist. That's where the total things about, you know, all my streams, the whole of the stream will be. And then in the playlist, I try to edit down things. So, you know, you can choose how you want to view. All right, so that is where we can see the whole. Yes, that is where you can see the whole. All right, so thank you all once again for being here. Really appreciate it. We're gonna go on a raid. Stay tuned for that. Have a great weekend. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other. And I will see you all on Monday. Bye.